It's all right. It's all right. I feel that way too. We feel that way together, okay? Let it out.
Got the government to pass a law that gave companies tax breaks if they took your job in America and sent it to China. Did you know that?
Whoops-a-daisy.
This isn't a system. This isn't a, China didn't set this system up. We set this system up.
You know what China doesn't do? They don't let illegal immigrants take Chinese jobs away.
That's right.
They're real strict about it.
So guess what? They're getting rid of TikTok. U.S. Supreme Court upholds the law forcing TikTok sale, raising prospects of a U.S. ban. What's that? Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
Hang on. So the Supreme Court ruled to uphold the law that forces TikTok to divest its Chinese ownership to avert a nationwide ban set to take effect on Sunday. Well, I've heard that TikTok is not going to sell. So they're just going to be banned. There's 170 million Americans that use TikTok. Wow.
Well, they're going to go to a thing called Red Book now, so I guess that backfired.
So now we're all going to Red Book, which is an actual Chinese app.
I mean, they're going to Mao's Red Book is what's named after. You guys really, great job.
Great job. Congress has determined that divestiture is necessary to address its well-supported national security concerns regarding TikTok's data collection. F off. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about.
Relationship with a foreign adversary. Who's that? Israel?
You want to know what this is about? This is about Meta shatters lobbying record as House passes to. So this is about they don't want the competition. A new disclosure reveals Instagram owner Meta spent more money than ever lobbying Congress and the White House as legislation to ban its competitor TikTok. No kidding.
Lobbying for what? To not be banned too, or to ban? I don't understand. Oh
no, lobbying to make sure they got banned.
That's what I'm asking. It wasn't like.
What do you think? He's lobbying in favor of TikTok?
No, lobbying to not get hit the way TikTok, because he got those threatening letters from the Biden White House.
Major U.S. Jewish group backs bipartisan bill that could see TikTok banned. Oh, no kidding. You think this is? Yeah. You think this is what this is about?
The ADL.
Of course, that's what this is about. Wow, I wish I had this video in of Mitt Romney and Antony Blinken saying that that's what this is about. The kids can say whatever they want about Israel on TikTok. You remember that video? Oh, I can't believe it's not in there.
So can psychopath IDF soldiers brag about their crimes to your kids who then see what they did, because they're not hiding it. They were bragging about it on TikTok, if you recall. And it's a little disturbing. And they probably tell their friends also on TikTok.
So TikTok exposed youth to genocide in Gaza. Is that why electeds want it banned? Yes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yes.
Well, they've said it. The guy, Jonathan Greenblatt, said this outright. He was just on MSNBC. I just watched a clip of him saying it.
Vocal proponents of a TikTok ban are among the top recipients of donations from the pro-Israeli lobby group AIPAC. No kidding.
Hey, I wonder if Red Book is pro-Israel like that. I bet it's even less so.
More Jewish groups? You mean like KISS? Anyway. So, this video is by a popular TikTok personality, Soupy. It's going viral with 1.2 million likes and 3.9 million views in 15 hours. Gen Z's not happy about this. Here we go. Oh, come on.
Fascist countries ban apps. Fascist countries ban websites. Fascist countries ban apps and websites under the guise of threats to national security, when every other country knows it's about suppressing the free speech of its citizens. If the government believes that a single app could, quote from the hearing on the 10th, skew the perspective of American citizens to be anti-American? Maybe the real problem is that American citizens are already in such a state of political unrest and unhappiness that our government is scared a single foreign influence could tip the scale and have it all be over. Don't you think that by taking away the, and I quote, key communications channel of Americans, it's gonna make those 170 million Americans a little more anti-American? Maybe Congress knows and understands that. Maybe the government knows that the backlash it will receive from banning TikTok does not outweigh the threats that come with its existence. Not in a matter of national security, but in a matter of being the most popular news and media outlet that the government cannot control, like American-owned broadcasting networks and publications. Maybe, if this was actually a national security concern, the government would be banning all Chinese-developed apps, like Shein and Temu, that collect the exact same amount of data as TikTok. Because maybe it knows TikTok is something special. You can't politically organize on Temu. If TikTok goes dark, the government deliberately and knowingly took away your free speech. Do not accept national security for an answer, ever.
Well, she's got a lot of growing up to do, because guess what? Everyone's going to accept it. We've been through this before, sweetie. Nobody did nothing. If you bring it up, they don't care.
If they end up banning TikTok, every young person needs to know it was a Democratic president who pushed for it and signed the law outlawing your freedom of expression. The Biden-Harris administration is about to ban major social media platform, and we will not forget. There it is. President Biden signed a law that includes provisions to ban TikTok from the United States. But, of course, when he says he signed something, he doesn't know what he's signing. He just probably signed a stick figure of himself with a boner.
He did a Big Lebowski note on the, I assume the guy from the ADL guided his hand. You know, you pay money and then you can just work him like a Ouija board.
So Meme says the big disconnect is Gen Z doesn't view China as the enemy. They're not the ones shooting up our schools, putting us in a lifetime of debt to go to college, taking away our bodily autonomy. The boogeyman doesn't work on us. We weren't spoon-fed Cold War propaganda.
Yeah, neither was our virus industry. They also don't view China as the enemy.
That's right.
The people who make the viruses, and they're doing it now in China.
They're doing it again. They're still doing it.
How weird.
The big disconnect is, so someone who disagrees, please explain to me how China collecting my data is worse than an American company that can actually affect my life.
Yeah, that's a question I have as well, Jimmy. The same as Logan here.
Hey, Kurt, China wants to market products to you with it, right? But America is doing it for vastly superior reasons, because we want total surveillance over you so we can sell you Chinese products instead.
I got these new headphones from China off of Temu that were recommended me $18. They're better than Beats. Any headphones I ever bought here. You ever see what headphones cost in the airport? Like $100.
Yeah.
$18. They're better than anything I bought in America. That's a fact.
Really?
Yeah, I'll send you the link. I love them. I would advertise them, but I don't want to get, put in Guantanamo.
TikTok is valued at $100 billion. There's only one reason why you'd willingly burn that much money instead of selling the company, because TikTok says its plans to shut down the site unless the Supreme Court strikes down the law forcing it to sell.
Well, I can only think of one reason, but I don't believe it. They have integrity? That can't be, can it?
What is that one reason? He says, yes, and that reason is dignity and sovereignty, something some Americans obviously struggle to understand.
Who is that?
That's Arnaud Bertrand. Arnaud. The TikTok thing is a good old shakedown. Literally agree to sell yourself to us or we'll ban you.
Yeah.
It's the old, you're going to sign this contract. Either your signature is going to be on this contract or your brains are. Because the United States cannot bear the existence of a major tech company out there that they don't own. And because the United States tech companies lobby their government to kill a competitor there,
Yes.
they're losing lots of users too. That'd be the reasons.
Yeah. TikTok is not like a bastion of free speech on any level, by the way.
No, I got banned twice.
Yeah.
We constantly get banned.
They're
It's
willing.
also banned in China.
They're also banned.
China doesn't allow their kids to use it.
That's right. So there's more to this. Think of the precedent this would set. All the Chinese companies that became successful and internationalized would be forced into a fire sale to the United States. Obviously, that's unacceptable. Think also of the message this would send to other nations and companies. It essentially declares that success in the United States market comes with a mandatory exit clause. Either you sell to American interests or you be legislated out of existence. TikTok isn't just defending itself or Chinese interests here, but broader principles, which ironically used to be championed by the United States themselves less than a decade ago. The notion that companies should be able to compete fairly in an international markets without facing politically motivated forced sales. That success shouldn't be punished simply because it comes from a foreign company, and that the rules of commerce shouldn't be rewritten whenever they become inconvenient for some country's interests.
Well, here's the thing. All these assholes that did business in China that are like China's the enemy, they've known for many years that this is what China does. You're not going to have a business in China that you control and the Chinese government is going to let you do. They're not. They're going to take it from you. So this is also an attempt to, hey, serves you right, but I don't blame China for that because they're worried about China, right? America is worried about everybody but Americans. That's why there's a Chinese company here in the goddamn first place. So the only reason they care now is because the kids are going to learn about Israel. I really fuck these people, man.
The sheer amount of gaslighting and propaganda on this topic is absolutely insane. But at the heart of this is a fight for whether non-U.S. companies are allowed to exist at the top of the global tech hierarchy. The United States has showed its hand. Its answer is an unequivocal no. Free market principles evaporate when they stop serving American interests. Anyone who actually care about fair, I don't think it's American interests. I think it's the interests of the corporations that pull the strings on the government. It's not again. This globalist bullshit is what it is.
That's exactly. Free trade, and we can come in your country. Yeah, we're one of the few jerk off countries. I guess the EU too that just lets other people come in and just buy all our shit out from under us. Then you're gonna be mad at them for the thing that your government let them do.
So it's happening. I think it's going to happen. And now there's another video. Go watch it about how everybody's going over to the actual Chinese app.
That's the icing on the cake.
That's the icing on the cake.
They're going to a more called Little Red Book after Chairman Mao's Little Red Book. Great. This is the #1 country in the world. The best.
The best. Okay, that's it for today. I'm going to throw it over to Steph to read the rest of our Rumble rants.
All right, guys, stay moist and not on fire. I'll see you later.
Okay, right. Enjoy Austin. Okay.
Okay, FYI, secret society rituals involve standing 6 feet apart and wearing masks. Heart. Human electromagnetic field that creates connectivity and natural information exchange is 6 feet. It's not an accident and leads to the enhanced mental illness, mainly depression and imperialism. Thank you.
Let me read this.
You want to read? Can I get a plain background?
Sure.
You ready to read?
Yeah.
Okay, back to Jimmy.
Hey, have you ever caught yourself reaching for a bad habit when you're out with friends? Maybe it's that moment when you just want to fit in, but you know there's a better alternative. Well, that's Foom, the sponsor of today's podcast. It's created an innovative flavored air device. It's not about quitting. It's about finding a better alternative. Foom is an award-winning device that draws flavor to your mouth, satisfying your oral fixation with non-toxic, nicotine-free, and vapor-free flavors. Think of it as herbal tea compared to sticky soda. One of the coolest things about Foom is its design. Not only does it look sleek and premium, but it's also an awesome fidget tool with magnets and clicks to help calm anxiety. My personal favorite flavor, Crisp mint. Refreshing and satisfying without any of the harmful effects. Foom is perfect for those moments when you want to break away from bad habits and still have something enjoyable to reach for. Plus, with no batteries required, you'll never need to charge it. It's a guilt-free alternative that can be used anywhere. And here's a special offer just for you. Foom has already helped over 300,000 people build better habits. Try Foom today, and if you order the Journey Pack, now using my code JimmyDore, you'll get a free Foom topper, an awesome accessory to level up your experience. Go try Foom at tryfoom.com/JimmyDore or scan the QR code on the screen. Hey, if you can't remember the last time you slept all night or didn't feel stressed during the day, you need to hear about CBD from CB Distillery. They've got natural solutions for sleep and stress that people can't stop raving about. Go check out some of their 48,000 five-star reviews. Quote, the best sleep I've ever gotten in years. Quote, I wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go. And it's not just sleep. They have plant-based solutions to help with stress, mood, and focus, even pain after exercise, all made with high-quality, clean ingredients. There's I got to say, if I have to have a favorite product of theirs, there's a CBD cream I use, and I'm not going to tell you where I use it. Look, there's a lot of CBD out there, but I trust CB Distillery for their commitment to quality. That's why they have over 2 million satisfied customers and over 100% money-back guarantee. If you're still struggling with sleep, stress, or other health concerns, maybe it's time to try something different. CBD from CB Distillery. And I have a 20% discount to get you started. Visit cbdistillery.com and use code Jimmy for 20% off. That's cbdistillery.com, code Jimmy, cbdistillery.com. Winners don't make resolutions. Resolutions break. Instead, they just start and then maximize that momentum. When the goal is health span or being able to live better for longer, there are a few non-negotiables. One of them is quality, and when it comes to supplements geared toward high performers, no one does it like Momentous. They invest in NSF certification, meaning every batch is tested for heavy metals, harmful additives, and label claim accuracy, and is the reason they're trusted by all 32 NFL teams and college sports teams, dietitians all over the country. Trusting research and their ecosystem of experts over fads means not offering every supplement on the market. Other brands can do that. Momentous believes in nailing the basics with bone-crushing consistency, then curating an intentional routine based on your individual goals. And by basics, we mean protein and creatine. Oh, I've heard a lot of good stuff about creatine. Momentous sources Creapure, the purest form of creatine, monohydrate available. And it's an absolute must for both men and women who's for peak physical. Let me try that again. And it's an absolute must for both men and women for peak physical and cognitive performance. Go to livemomentous.com and try it today at 20% off with the code Jimmy and start living on purpose. Okay. I have one more thing I want to do before. Hey, come see us on tour. We'll be in Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Baltimore, Atlantic City, Cohoes, New York, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets and only jimmydore.com.
Okay, here we go. Seamus, thank you so much. Vienticus, there are those ask why beforehand, which breeds prudence. There are those that ask why afterwards, breeding regret. And there are those that never ask why, breeding sadness and destruction. Heavy. Louise, a dear friend of mine, 30 years old, vax boosted, had AFIB, died on the table of a massive heart attack during a routine procedure to fix the AFIB. 30 years old. No history of heart issues. Louise, what a sad share. Tolson, your guest from China must have went to a Maoist re-education camp at least 10 times. Tolson, look at you being funny. Black Spock, the segment with Danny was great. Thank you. Dr. Avarice is a whoa, let's see. You felt that it was literal Maoist communist propaganda today that shared on the Jimmy Dore show. Ask the government what they say about the country. You let that slide? Oh, we're having conversations. You know, when people say you let that slide, or why didn't you ask that, or why didn't you ask this? We just do what we can here at the Jimmy Dore show. See you later, Jimmy. All right. And if you really, Dr. Avarice, honestly, there is no way that Kurt was really defending a social credit score. I challenge that. Okay. Thank you so much for your generosity. Hannah, sir. Thank you, Hannah, sir. Shush, they don't have a problem with the way China controls their people. Their problem is the way they control their and our billionaires in China. Oh, I read that one earlier. Yush. Tolson. Thank you, Tolson. Thank you, Dr. Avarice. Polly, I was all over China by train, not just in tourist zones. Totally third world. Polly. RB Ham. Thank you, RB Ham. Seamus. Why China leads the world, talent at the top, data in the middle, democracy from the bottom. Seamus, and thank you for the link. I'll share it with the team. Okwat, welcome back, Jimmy, Steph. Hope everything is well. It's okay. But I will say we're very fortunate that our family and our friends are safe. And that's the biggest thing. Okwat. The enemy is not in China. The enemy thrives in Washington, London, Tel Aviv. Conspire reality. How can liberals still pretend to oppose Trump on any level? Allowing Miller and the Biden administration to normalize violence against the press 4 days before Trump is inaugurated is the peak of hypocrisy. User in for me. Seamus, thank you very much, Seamus. All right, let's see here. I think Max coined the new meaning of ISIS, Islamic State in suits. Seamus. Thank you, Hannah, sir. Rob MFer. Biden just fake claimed that the ERA Equality Rights Amendment is law of the land. Fake claimed it. I saw that headline today. More fake support at the last minute shows how fake Democrats are about equality rights. Jet Turner. Thank you so much, Jet Turner. Missile. Thank you, Missile. Much appreciated. I'm Critter. Max was removed from bringing a hammer into the press room. Thank you, I'm Critter. Let's go here. Seamus says, respect the process will go down in history. A new meme and hashtag at the very least. I can almost hear respect the process. Replacing do dissidents, please clap. Closer. I love that. Thank you, Seamus. All right, let's see this one. I have a couple more trying to get to. Yes, Captain Kibbies, I am your BFF. Hey, here you go, Steph. I hope this obtuse and obscurantic offering serves as syllabic soliloquies, satiating and qualitatively acquiescing to remedy your chaotic quandary. Vienticus Prime, it did indeedy. Goo81, I got a payout in Canada. Not much, $40 due from Facebook lawsuit because Facebook was sharing pics and information without Canadians' permission. Goo81. Poor state governance on purpose or intentional bad governance involves deliberate actions by state officials or leaders that undermine the effectiveness and legitimacy of the government. Seamus. Poor state of government on purpose indeedy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate everything. Let's see here. I read that one. What was that one? Thank you to Hannah, sir. Thank you very much. Everybody, thank you for trying to read as many as we could. It was a long afternoon and packed with Dr. Drew, Danny Haifong, Max Blumenthal, and Jimmy Dore back in studio today. We will be back on Monday. We aim for 3 p.m. Pacific time. All right, now go do something nice for somebody because they need it. Bye.